looked at a box plot and thought, what am I even supposed to learn from this box? In the next few minutes, you'll see how the 5-number summary, IQR, and Boxplots all work together, fast and easy. The 5-number summary gives us a quick picture of a dataset using exactly 5 values. The first value being the minimum, that is the smallest value in the dataset. The second value is Q1, that is the first quartile, which is the equivalent of the 25th percentile. The third value is the median, that is the middle value or the 50th percentile. The fourth value in the 5-number summary is Q3, that is the third quartile, which is the 75th percentile. And the last value is the maximum, that is the largest value in the dataset. For example, if we have this data set 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 18, we have 9 values arranged in order, ready to summarize. So in this case, our minimum value is 2, and our maximum value is 18. The median would be the value right in the middle, which is 8. In order to find the first quartile, we would need to find the middle value in the bottom half, which would be the mean here of 4 and 5, which would be 4.5. And in order to find the third quartile would be the middle value of the top half of the data, and it will be the middle value between 12 and 14, which is 13. So here's a 5-number summary for this data set: 2, 4.5, 8, 13, and 18. The IQR stands for interquartile range, and it tells us how spread out the middle 50% of the data is. Here's the formula. IQR is equal to Q3 minus Q1. Therefore, using our example, our third quartile was 13 and our first quartile was 4.5. So if we do 13 minus 4.5, that will be equal to 8.5. If you have a small IQR, that would mean that the data is clustered together. Whereas if you have a large IQR, the data is spread out. That brings us to the box plot. A box plot translates the 5-number summary into a visual. So a box plot looks just like this. We will have a box in the middle or a rectangle with a line in the middle. And to the left of the box, we would have a line that extends to what we call the left whisker. And to the right of the box, we would have a line that extends to what we call the right whisker. So we would use a regular scale in order to construct the box plot. So the left whisker would represent the minimum. The left edge of the box would represent the first quartile. The middle line in the middle of the box would represent the median. The right edge of the box would represent Q3, the third quartile. And finally, the right whisker would represent the maximum. Every part of the box plot maps directly to one of the 5 summary numbers, making it a complete visual snapshot of your data spread. In this first example, we want to find the 5-number summary. Our data set is 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 16, 18, 20, and 24. Once again, we have 9 values in ascending order. So our minimum is 6 right here. Our maximum is 24. The median will be the middle value, which would be 13 in this case. Q1 will be the middle value for the bottom half of the data, which would be halfway between 8 and 10, which is 9. And then Q3 would be the middle value to the top half of the data, which would be halfway between 18 and 20, which is 19. So our 5-number summary here is 6, 9, 13, 19, and 24. Now if we want to find the IQR for the same data, remember that Q3 was 19 and Q1 was 9. So the IQR will be 19 minus 9, which is 10. In this case, the middle half of the data spans 10 units. Now, given a box plot, can you extract the key values? So in this case, we have this box plot right here. First, what is the median? If we look, The median would represent the line inside the box. So here, if we look at the scale, is approximately 24. If we want to find Q1, that would be the left edge of the box, which would be right here, and that would be approximately 17. Now, what if I ask you what is Q3? You would look at the right edge of the box, which would be approximately 32, somewhere here. And if you want to find the IQR, you would do Q3 minus Q1, which in this case would be 32 minus 17, which is 15. And you can also identify the minimum, which would be 6 here, and the maximum, it looks to be around 44. So remember, the 5-number summary is the minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum, and that provides a complete snapshot of any data set. The IQR is Q3 minus Q1, and it measures how spread out the middle 50% of the data is. And Boxplots show all 5 numbers visually, and once you know these 3 ideas, Boxplots become easy to read. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to keep learning with us. And don't forget, math success starts when you stay on the fast track.